We're going to see if we can whip us up some disinfecting hand wipes. I don't know about in your world, but in ours, they're kind of hard to come by. And so just wanted to show you how we were going to go about it. For starters, this is what we're using for holding the wipes. It's a Folgers plastic roast container. And there's also, let me grab it, also the accompanying lid that goes with it. And so this is what we're going to use to hold our disinfecting wipes. The material we're going to use is paper towel. In our case, we took a single roll of paper towels and we cut it in half. It's a little bit tricky actually. Use something sharp, like razor sharp. Don't try to saw it. Obviously that's going to make a great big mess. But then when you get done with it, you've got it down to this stage. One thing we're going to want to do is take the paper tube out of the center. We're actually going to pull up from the center when we pull out the wipes one at a time. So what we're going to do is we're going to reach up in here and we're going to tear as best we can this center tube out. And generally, if you just start to put your fingers up in there as far as you can and then start to twist it, you can disengage it to the point where it'll come out. So there you go. This is where we will start to pull it. So we're going to put that into our Folgers container. And one thing that we found is you actually have to use the roll down a bit depending upon what roll size you get. Also, if you use the half sheet paper towel rolls, it's going to be this big. So we like to use the whole sheet paper towel roll and then cut it in half so you end up with a half sheet that way. So what do we need to put in here? Well, you can use Clorox type, Clorox materials, but for disinfecting all we need is a good strong alcohol mixture. So what we're using is 2 cups of water, and we're going to add to that 1 cup of 91% IPA, isopropyl alcohol. You can use anything 70 and above, but we had some 91. That's what we're going to use. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of Dawn Dishwashing Soap. We'll use our tablespoon measure. You can use your favorite brand of dishwashing soap, obviously. Make a mess here. So there's 2 tablespoons of Dawn Dishwashing Soap added in. And the next thing we're going to add is your favorite scent, preferably in an oil form. We use an essential oil. This particular one is called Jade Lemon, and it's very much a nice lemon flavor, lemon smell. And so I don't know about you, it reminds us of cleanliness. So we're going to put in about 3 drops. If it'll let us, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 5 drops. This is an oil-based material. The isopropyl alcohol should dissolve that oil and bring it into solution, which is what we would want so that it's throughout. We're going to stir this up and get it ready to pour in. Now, is this too much? Well, maybe so. It's going to depend. You're using a whole roll, a half roll, big roll, a little roll. How absorbent are your paper towels? So in our case, what I'm doing is just pouring it in. It's going to saturate the paper towel roll, and then when this is empty, whatever's left we'll use for the next batch. So it's not going to go bad per se. So we're just going to pour this in, and it may take a few minutes once you get in here for everything to soak in good. There we go. So we have our mixture in there. Well more than we're going to need. So again, like I said, anything that's left over next time, we'll use the other half roll and we'll make us another set. Next thing we need to do is we need to have a pull-up area, a spot where we can pull up through the lid. That's not the knife I want to use. And so, using a razor knife here, I'm going to cut a X pattern through the lid. And what you want to do is you want it to minimize the evaporation. So you don't want a big hole in the top. And you also want to act as your tear off, point to tear it off at. So we're going to Stick this up through here. Put the lid on. And then, let's keep the lid on. There you go. Didn't snap on the first time. And there you go. So we have a disinfecting wipe. It's got alcohol. It's got soap to it. It's got a nice lemon smell, as well as the smell of the soap, the Dawn. And so that's it. If you can't find them, you can make them. 2 cups of water, 1 cup isopropyl alcohol, 70% or better. We use 91. 2 tablespoons of Dawn dishwashing soap, and then in our case we use 5 drops of jade lemon essential oil. You can use whatever essential oil you like, whatever scent makes you feel or makes you think of clean. So good luck, make your own. Hope it works out well for you. Talk to you later. Bye.